Hello everybody, my name is The Strange Eli and welcome to another video. I've been watching a lot of like sketchbook videos recently, both like drawings and sketchbook tours and all that sort of stuff. And I do have a sketchbook, although it's not not nearly as filled out as others, so I'm not going to do a tour. And to be honest, it just doesn't really go with this channel that well, so I'm not going to be doing one anyways, unless you guys really want one. However, what I am going to be doing today is I'm going to go ahead and draw and then ink and kind of show you my art process, and it'll be sped up, but there'll be some narration there to kind of show you my process. To kind of give you an idea of what my art looks like at first, I'm going to go ahead and flip through and pull out some ones. I'd skip the first page because it's really bad, but so like this one here is of Prince, which I did the day he died. Here's some more stuff. I didn't draw this. I also write in here a lot. Here's some of my stuff. Again, more writing. Didn't feel like drawing this day. This is Larfleeze. Just some stuff that I wrote and drew. I didn't draw this, obviously, but this was to celebrate Darwin Cook, who is one of my favorite DC artists, and he died recently as well. Here's some more stuff that I actually wrote down in here, and drawings, and then more drawings. And so anyways, so today I'm going to go ahead and start on a blank page and do some art. The first thing I do is try to come up with a character, and because I saw X-Men Apocalypse last night, I was thinking about doing maybe Cyclops, just because I haven't done that before. And I'm going to go ahead and show you my art products. I'm using a normal ass 0.7 mechanical pencil, a Sharpie fine tipped pen, which I use for my inking, and then an eraser I stole from the Tacoma Art Museum. So yeah, super cheap products, but it gets the job done. So, and then when I'm looking for images, either reference images for like what I want to draw them in or their costumes, I usually use my iPad and ignore all the fingerprints, but that's what I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and speed it up now, and I will narrate along the way. So I start out by looking for reference images of Cyclops, and I originally was kind of interested in maybe going for a more movie-based look, maybe something a little more, black with an X or something like that. But then I ended up going for the classic one, and then here you can see me. I was looking at reference pictures of men either yelling or screaming. And I typed in portrait at first because I forgot the word profile, and then I eventually came up with a profile, and so I found one that I was happy with, and one that I'd actually had used before, and started just going for it. I went back to my Cyclops picture here to see like kind of what his face shape was, and then also to kind of get a general idea of what his hair was going to look like, which isn't what I'm drawing now, but I knew that I was going to end up having to draw it later. And something you'll notice pretty quickly here is that like I'm kind of all over the place. I kind of go from like shading the nose to drawing the mouth to adding lines to the mouth, and it's a whole ordeal. And speaking of the mouth, I actually, well, I don't know, drawing the mouth has always been pretty hard for me, but my biggest issue here is that I kind of made it too thin looking, and also I made it, instead of like his jaw going kind of down and back like people usually do when they yell, his jaw looks like it's sticking out pretty far, and it's really obnoxious actually. And you might be able to kind of see it from the side there, but when you see it head on, you'll definitely be able to tell. And then I added the what's supposed to be like you can see the other side of his mouth from the inside, but then I realized that just doesn't make any sense really. And I wish that I can go back in time and scrap that, but I did not. and so I messed up. And then here is me kind of messing with the hair. Again, like I said, I was looking at the hair earlier and trying to figure out how I was going to do it. Cyclops has this very like, not like short, but like longer than, it's like Hal Jordan kind of hair. It's just like this like long-ish, thick black hair that kind of goes out to the side, and it's kind of not really like spiky, but I always end up drawing hair pretty spiky. And here's the mask and the laser shooting out. Which I wish that you guys could have seen the rest of this, but then my camera died. And so, starting back up, I put in a new battery pack, and you can kind of see there was some more stuff that didn't get captured there, like the shading on the hair. But anyways, I just get right into inking, start with the lines on the forehead and like the eyebrow, and how that would kind of sit. And then I go with the mask, which is really, really hard, and just because my hands were so shaky and so all over the place, I was worried that it was going to be, very sketchy looking, but I ended up doing it in like a fairly smooth line. And then the dial or the the button on the side there was kind of weird, because I wasn't totally sure if I was actually like into it. Excuse the texting there. I was just asking for a red colored pencil. But anyway, so I was kind of going back and forth where I should add the button, but I thought for accuracy's sake I should probably have the button. There's me doing the nostril shading underneath the nose again, which I thought looked way better in pen than it did in pencil, because the pencil was there and it was cool, but like you need a lot more of the pencil to kind of get the look that you're looking for. And I feel like comic book art is all about like efficiency with lines. Like you don't need photorealistic pictures, although like artists like Jim Lee and Alex Ross definitely they're doing everything right, but like it's definitely about like to me, like I said, the efficiency of lines, and how much you can get away with, and like how much not like little detail, but like the right amount of detail, so it's not like overwhelming. Because I could have done like more lines on the forehead. I could have done like I could have really gone all out on his lips, and it would have looked really bad because it just is not my art style. And then there was me very lazily kind of scribbling the lines of the hair. I did a little bit of shading underneath the lines, both underneath the mask, underneath his hair, and then some more underneath his nose, around the nose, to kind of give it more of a square look. The teeth and the chin, and I'm sure there was probably more. When making this video, I was actually surprised because I thought that I was going to, take my time and really make the art the best I could. But I found myself kind of like editing in my head and like realizing what I was gonna have to go through while editing this video in my head, and so I sort of just went I tried to do it as fast as I could. So if I was like really working and like really paying attention to this, I probably would have could have worked on this picture for like an hour. But I ended up, after everything was said and done, there was like, done some like 30 minutes of footage here, and I'm about to end, so I'll stop talking. But hope you liked it. Cyclops, right there, dead in center. I'm gonna go ahead and date it, and I actually don't know the date, so hold on. It is, it's May 29th, so 5/29/16. And there is my Cyclops image. It's not great. I made the nose a little too small, and I made this jaw go forward too much. It should have been angled more like this way versus like this way, and but other than that, I actually really like it. I didn't like this forehead line at first, but like as I kept going, I kind of grew to like it. If I had like Copics or something like that, I would have made this look better, but I gotta do what I gotta do with what I got. So Anyways, so like in the hair stuff, like, you know, these lines up here are super messy, and I'm aware of that. But you know, I worked out earlier. My hands are a little shaky, and so it's just sort of it's a little bit of a mess up here. But down here, I like this stuff. I like from like this square right here is my best part. So anyways, guys, if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If they bring back the radio system, go ahead and give it 5 stars, but we all know they won't. And I will, you know, if you like this video, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. If you like this image, go ahead and let me know. You know, tell me what you want to tell me. Do what you got to do, and I will talk to you later. Bye bye.